Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at my YouTube channel and my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to show you an alternate way to finishing your memory wire ends. So these all are called bead ends, or sometimes you'll find them in the catalog listed under memory wire ends. And what they are beads, except that the hole only goes halfway through. See, it doesn't go through on the other side, just halfway. They're half drilled. Sometimes you might find them called that. And the idea is that you can glue them onto the end of a piece of memory wire and finish the end of your jewelry that way. Now, I've shown you other memory wire bracelets before, and all we did to finish the end was take a pair of pliers and make a loop in the wire. This is a perfectly legitimate way of finishing your memory wire. But if you want something that's a little bit more decorative, then these memory wire ends are nice to use. And you don't have to just use them with memory wire. If you wanted a head pin that ended with a bead like one of these, you could do the same thing. If we pretend that's a head pin, you just glue that on. And you can see they come in a variety of colors and sizes and shapes. I have 4mm cubes. All of these are brass with a finish. So this is a silver finish. This is a gold-plated finish. And these are nice, as you might have noticed. They have a loop on the end. So you can finish the end of your wire nicely, but still have a loop for a dangle. So that adds some interesting options. These are silver finish, gold-plated, antique gold-plated. These are 3mm, these are 6mm. So however you want to finish your jewelry, you can find a bead end to do it. Now I'm going to show you how to attach one of these just on a piece of wire, because it's easier than watching me fumble with memory wire. The kind of glue that you want to use is either a hypo cement, which I don't have any of, or a 2-part epoxy is great. You'll find 2-part epoxies coming in containers like this with a plunger, and you push it out. But I really prefer these that come in 2 individual tubes. Because if you've ever used this plunger type of 2-part epoxy, you know that often one side comes out more than the other. But if that happens, just take an equal amount of the smaller pile from the larger pile and only use that much when you're mixing. That's a good way to get around that. So you also want to have a wet wipe or a damp paper towel at the ready when you're doing this. And depending on the setting time of your epoxy, you really want to have everything all ready to go. Like this type, you only have 5 minutes from the time you get it mixed to get it all set before it's set. This one has a little bit longer working time. So you just open each one. I'm always rummaging in my trash can for like a scrap of paper or mail, an envelope from a piece of mail to mix my glues on. And you don't have to be super precise, but you do want about the same amount of each. And that's about 100 times more than I'm going to need to glue my bead end on. So you want to mix it well. If you don't mix it well, if you don't have equal amounts, and if you don't mix it well, there's a risk that it will fail and it won't hold your piece nicely. So I'm going to mix this for about a minute. I really want to be sure that it's good and mixed. So now that I'm certain my epoxy is thoroughly mixed, I'm going to take my bead, get a little right on the end of my toothpick, put it right over that hole, and then take my wire, or the end of your memory wire, and push that in. And now, before it sets, you can wipe off all of that excess so that when it's dry, it's nice and clean. And that's all there is to it. Then let it set aside, not just for the drying time, but you really want to do it for the full curing time, which may be up to 24 hours. So you may need to plan ahead when using these. You can do a whole bunch at once. So I hope you found this useful, and from now on you can make custom head pins or decorate your memory wire a little bit more fancily. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do for 3 new videos every week. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and on my blog. Happy creating! Bye-bye.